What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Yakin with Yukon. Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming by. Let's welcome some people in the chat. You guys are already talking, so that's always a good thing. The man clicks. You are first, buddy. What's up, man? Good to have you here. And then we got Figure Fever. What's up, man? Good to have you here. And you are second. Yes, you are. You guys beat Ultra Cardizilla. He's usually first in line, but you did well, and you beat him today. So good job, Gary. How you doing, Gary? Guys, definitely have Gary in your thoughts and prayers. Definitely went through some stuff with some heart issues the other day. I know he's back on his feet. I know he's back hunting, but man, glad you're okay, Gary. In all seriousness, glad you're okay, man. So definitely praying for you. Let me know if you need anything, buddy. I saw you on Ed's show the other day, and it looks like you're up and about, man. So I'm happy to see that. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Cody, what's going on, man? And hey, look at that. I don't know if we've seen Rex here in a while. What's up, Rex? Good to have you here, man. All right, guys. So tonight we have got one of my good buddies, and he hasn't been on in quite some time. And I was going through my list, and I'm like, damn, I haven't had Chris on in a long time. So Chris from Everything's Plastic is on tonight, man. Very excited to talk to him again. You know, we kind of go back and forth a little bit, but we haven't had a full conversation in a while, so it'll be good to kind of know what's going on with him, how things are going, and kind of what he's looking at going into the future. I got a new light, and it was really bright like this, so I've got the camera moved over. So hopefully it doesn't look like shit. All right, let's do this. Let's bring in Chris. Let me get his music queued up, and we'll get this thing rolling. What's up, buddy?
Rocking into your intro.
Yeah, man. You know how it goes,
sick, man. It's my type of music, so it's awesome.
You know what the funny thing is about that? So, like, I do an intro for everybody, but there's like 5 pieces of music that I use for everybody. I'm too lazy to get new music, so I'm like,
yeah, man, it works.
Well, let's see. This kind of fits this guy. This fits this guy. Let's use that. So, so how you been, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just just taking it easy, having fun, and working and life, and same old, man. Nothing really changes.
The life of a YouTuber, man. It's
like how about you? Good things on your side?
Well, you know, we were talking backstage, so that'll give you an indication. We'll get into that in a minute because I think that's an important conversation to have. But yeah, I mean, things are going, man. It's going. Frustrations are setting in, and you know that kind of thing. But it's going, man. At least it's Friday, Sunday night, and we're doing this to where you and I can talk. So I'm happy about that. Let me get to another comment real here quick. I'm actually people beating me before I chat, and this happens to me on Rebels and Sleeping Collectibles Lives as well. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. 2 great guys tonight. Second and third best Chris on YouTube. I'm gonna disagree with that, but I'm gonna disagree. Hey, there's another guy we haven't seen on here for a while, and that's cool. You guys show when you can. What's up, Mr. Fantastic? Good to have you here, buddy. Nice to have you here. All right, Chris. So what's been going on, man? How have things been going in you?
Oh, you got me big on the screen. Oh. Or did I lose you? I think I actually lost you. Now I'm put on the spot, and now I'm gonna get nervous. Okay, there you are.
I have no idea what happened there. Take 2.
You jinx yourself, right? You jinx yourself at the start of the show, right?
Totally jinxed myself, and I said we never have any problems, and we have problems. So let's try this again. How things going in YouTube land? How you feeling about the channel and all that stuff?
Pretty good. Same old, man. Just popping out shorts. I came to the realization that my channel is a shorts channel, and that's what it's going to be, and it is what it is. That's 96% of my views are from shorts.
Right.
And 2% are from people that watch both, and the other 2% just watch long form content. So it's a very small percentage. I accept it. My channel has become a shorts channel.
Yeah.
So shorts helped me grow my channel, but it actually killed my channel at the same time. So
right. Yeah. That's kind of the bad thing about shorts. I saw that when I was doing a lot of them too. It was like, it's good to get subs, and it's good to kind of get your
Yeah.
sub count up. But then it's kind of a bad thing because none of those people that watch
No.
shorts watch the video. So it's like, oh no, what do I do? So with that, are you just going to keep rolling with it, or are you going to start another channel, or
No, I'm
what
just
do you think the
gonna.
plan is?
Yeah, like I said, this is a hobby. I'm not planning to make a full time
Yeah,
job out of it, anyways.
yeah,
Uh, over the last 6 months, I kind of pulled away a bit. I've been doing very rarely have I been doing live streams. I think I've over the last 3 or 4 months, I maybe did like 4 or 5.
mhm,
Uh, yeah, it's not that I'm losing interest, but I'm just kind of pulling back a bit. I'm going to keep it going because it is a hobby. I do enjoy doing it, but I've learned to relax a lot more and not worry about the numbers and not really worry if the video does good. It just kind of it is what it is, I guess the old
yeah,
saying goes.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Do you ever get to a point where you do a little bit of comparative between you know anybody else? Is there anybody else where you're like, huh, interesting? Why do I have less views, or oh, look at that, I've got more views? Do you ever
I
have any of
have
that? Yeah,
yeah, I have in the past, and I've kind of I'm the type of person I'll get obsessive, and I gotta find out why,
yeah,
or I'll try to find out why, or drive myself crazy trying to find out why. And yeah, I can't explain it.
yeah.
That's like my live streams, 10,000 subs. I go live, I maybe have 4 people,
Right,
4 or 5
right,
people stop by. So it's like I could get offended, I could get upset about it, or just not do them.
right. Just roll with the. Oh, I caught some of your lives. I caught when you were doing the one with the man collects, and man, you did a
Yeah,
great job.
yeah.
I
Well,
I was curious why my name kept getting mentioned though. I was like, wait a sec, my name's been said like 2 or 3 times. This is getting weird.
Well, I really did, like, when I was on your channel and when I found your like, come across your channel when you started doing interviews, I really like what you did and
Thanks, man.
thought it was a good idea, and like I said, we kinda feed off each other, and
Yeah, absolutely.
I tried doing it, and I do like the interview part of it, the model kits and the unboxings, it's fine, like, if I'm gonna do it anyways, may as well come down to my little room, go live, and chat to people while I'm doing it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
So, I
definitely.
don't really have a set schedule. I will do it live whenever I feel up to it,
Yeah.
so.
Are you I know you expressed to me that you were a little uncomfortable with that. Have you gotten more comfortable doing lives and that sort of thing?
I have.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just stopped caring, and not in a negative way. Like
Right.
it's a positive thing that I thought of it coming on tonight, and I barely have been doing live streams, so I got a little jittery at first, but now I'm fine again. So it's a lot more relaxed, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it should be, man. Like we've always said, if it's a job, then you're doing something wrong, right? It
And I've
shouldn't
been at it
be
almost
stressed.
3 years now, so like I said, maybe it's just gaining a bit of experience. Maybe it's doing it long enough to realize how it works.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some more comments here. Last Sunday nights was football. I get yes, football. Yes. Yeah. What's up, Flex? Good to have you on. Shorts are fun to make. Yeah, Rex does a lot of shorts. He does a lot of the TikToks and stuff. Yeah, you do good, man. You do real good. Let's see what else. Oh, Tall HQ Joe. What's up, man? Tall Joe's HQ. Good to have you here, buddy. And we got Havoc. What's up, Havoc? Good to have you here, man. All right. So, how do you think your year went as a whole for the channel? How do you think 2023 went? Did it kind of go the way you wanted, or do you think you learned some stuff that you're going to transition to 2024?
I Yeah, I think I definitely learned a lot of stuff. I have a better understanding of the algorithm of how it works, and the only thing that really stumbled me is how to get people to watch and
Yeah.
keep them interested. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's kind of your personality and stuff like that. People kind of gravitate towards that, and some people have it, some people don't. I guess I've accepted the fact that I don't have it.
I don't think that's true. I think you have it. I think you have it. Well, a lot of it's the algorithm, like you said. Yeah, figuring out that algorithm is very difficult. We're not gonna.
Uh,
I
yes
mean,
and
it's
no.
tough.
I don't understand the part where, like, I'll put out long form content, and I'll go in, I'll check my numbers, and it's got 800 impressions over a span of 2 weeks.
Mhm,
Right? So
mhm.
800 impressions is not a lot for a
No,
YouTube video.
No, it's not. That's
So
not.
you have almost 11. I almost have 11,000 subs, but only 800 people in the world of YouTube see my thumbnail.
Right.
Like that
Makes no
confuses
sense.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, that is confusing. Well, and it's like, you start to wonder, it's like, are some of the short subs, or those bots, are those like
Well, they will get
legit?
rid of them eventually,
Well,
right?
they
Because my
okay.
numbers will jump up. I gain like maybe 200 subs. Well, I think the last. I don't know what my running average is now, but usually if it jumps up a lot, give it a couple weeks and it just taper right down. So I think YouTube takes care of the bots.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you'll get an initial jump, but it does wean down. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, I noticed that last night that happened. It went up like 6 or 7, then all of a sudden it shot down 5. And I was like,
yeah, yeah.
"The
So
hell?"
I'd say a couple of those were bots, and then a couple of people actually real subs. You know what I mean?
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to figure out, man, especially when with shorts. Shorts is like the whole just weird mess kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's just tough to figure out. So,
I like them
um,
though because they're stress free. You sit down, you just
yeah, I mean, it's
you
super
keep
easy.
it all
Yeah,
about the action figure. You know what I
hmm
mean? And that's why I kind of kept the channel going because
yeah,
I really really like figures, like all of us do. And I think shorts are a quick way of showcasing the figure outside of the box. And yeah,
yep,
I don't know.
yep, yeah. No, I'm with you, and it's a lot less effort too.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
it's
pretty
like you can,
busy, you know what I mean?
right? Yeah,
And I
busy.
don't have a whole lot of time to sit down and edit videos, right? So it's good for me. I'll
Right.
sit down, I'll record 20 or 30 shorts in one day, and I'll just kind of pick at them and edit them throughout the week and pop them out whenever I get time.
Yeah. Well, and the important thing is, if you're having fun doing the shorts, that really is all that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah,
That's what matters
yeah,
the most. Because you're way better reviews than I am. Reviews are a bitch. I mean, it's really hard to do it, because a lot of times you want to be, kind of in the middle with it, but you can't help being frustrated with something and
yeah.
having that come through on camera.
Oh,
You
just
do
tell
a
it like
good
it is. That, that's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I do. If it's a piece of crap, it's a piece of crap,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I noticed
Uh,
that you actually changed my mind on a figure. So I was going to get that Star Killer figure. I was thinking about it, and
yeah,
before I started not buying Hasbro. But I was like, "Damn, Chris said that figure kind of sucks, so I don't think I'm going to get it."
yeah. The body on the figure, like all that was good.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's dated with single jointed elbows and single, you know what I mean? But the face sculpt was so off on it, man. And it just killed the figure, in my opinion. Like,
that sucks, man.
it would have been a lot better figure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Well, and that's the important thing, is that, I mean, you're an influencer, so you influence me, so that's good. But
yay.
because I know you enough, and I know to trust your judgment. But it's like, that's where the honesty needs to come in. I think there's a lot of people out there that don't show that honesty. Do you
Yeah.
think that's true too?
People that do it for a job or do it for a living, I think may not. Some will be, but if you're getting free product and you're doing it for a living,
Oh
you
yeah,
may not be
you're not.
totally honest.
No, not
Not
at
saying
all.
that for everybody, but like some people may not be totally honest. And
Right, right,
yeah.
right. All right, we got to welcome in this guy. What's up, Carlos? I don't know. Maybe I should ease up on him. Maybe I should go harder. I don't know. But
I do exist. I've been kind of just laying back for the past couple months, even with group chats and stuff. I'm just kind of,
hey, it's
I
a
think,
full-time job keeping up with the group chat. Don't feel
yeah,
bad.
and I think as a collector, I'm going through a phase, and I don't know if you go through phases too, but like you just kind of not lose total interest in collecting, but you just don't care about it as much anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I've
Hmm.
been kind of in that little slump over the past 5 or 6 months as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't sit down, I don't watch YouTube anymore. I used to. I don't stress about getting figures. If I see it sometimes, yeah, I don't need this, and I'll just
Yeah.
chuck it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm right there with you. It's like, I try to watch the close knit group. I try to watch their videos and like them and throw a comment in when I can, but it's like I can't watch everybody's. I know everybody has that problem. And then I'm with you. There's times, I was at a toy show a couple weeks ago. 6 months ago, I'd probably spend like $500.
Yeah,
Now it's like I got out of there for like $50, because it just doesn't. It's there, but it's just. I think there's a frustration with it.
yeah,
Frustration with excuse me, how things are going with companies, how things are going in your personal life. Sometimes as it should, it takes a backseat to everyday life.
Yeah,
I think everybody goes through that, man.
yeah.
Doesn't mean
I
you're
wish
out.
we had ollies here. If we had ollies, maybe it's be a little bit better when you're getting figures for like $5 or $6 as opposed to
It
like
does help.
$40 in Canada.
Right, it does help. Yeah, I know. You have the hardest time with that because it's like you got to pay so much more. You guys don't have Ross either, do you?
No,
No, so no Ross, no Ollie's. Yeah,
we
that
have
makes.
Toys R Us that charges $45 for a GI Joe classified.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that last time. Like that sucks, man.
So you can imagine why I'm kind of in the slump that I'm in. You know
Oh
what I mean
yeah,
with collecting. Like I can't justify spending 40, 45, $50 for a Marvel Legend or a classified or Black Series.
especially for what you're getting nowadays with the quality and everything. It's
Yeah,
really hard, you know, hard to justify that for sure. All right, let's take a look at some more comments here. I plan to get at least 2 of the Black Series Star Killer, as I plan to add a 112 scare Sam Worthington head sculpt and signed copy. Imagine Sam Worthington is Star Killer in my head. That's actually a good, yeah, yep. If I was gonna pick somebody, I think we talked about that with somebody else, but that'd be a good actor to portray Star Killer. Go harder. He's gonna go hard. I spam the hell out of that. You know what? There's 4 people who keep the group chat going. Havoc, T3, Manclex, and EC. They basically keep that whole thing going. Then the rest of us chime in at will. That's basically how that goes. And then, as I've always said, collecting waxes and wanes. Yep, sometimes you get a little burnout. You got to step back for a bit, then you miss it, and it invigorates you again. Dude, that is well said to the T. Absolutely. And then I'm totally burned out with Walmarts and Targets. Yes, yes. So I know you did some toy hunts, Chris. How did you
yeah.
feel about that when you did it? Was it fun for you? Was it not fun for you? How did that go?
It is fun sometimes. Other times, toy hunts can be very frustrating.
Oh yeah,
I can go to a Walmart and 3 months later I can go to the Walmart and it's the exact same stuff on the shelf. So
yeah, yeah. Well, exactly, exactly.
yeah, and same with our Toys R Us. We have one Toys R Us. We have 3 Walmarts, a couple local comic book stores. Which there's a local comic book store which a fair amount of my stuff, like from hunts and stuff, or if I go out around, comes from that comic book store,
Yeah, yeah.
which is like your SH Figure Arts and stuff like that. That's
Right.
been my focus now. I kind of switched from Marvel Legends, and I still keep up on classifieds, but I kind of switched to my son got me into Dragon Ball Z and
Oh yeah,
Dragon Ball, and
yeah.
so that's what I've been buying up. That's what I've been kind of collecting now is Dragon Ball figures.
Right. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean it's frustrating, like you said, when you go out there and you see the same thing over and over and over. But the problem is, like when you're a big time toy hunter, when you do multiple, it's like that's kind of what everybody wants to see,
Yeah,
So it's like it's like, well, that's what you want to see, but that's not what I want to do. So that's kind of the frustrating part, I think, with that. And it's like it's kind of the bread and the butter of the channel, but then you're like, okay, kind of bored with this now, I want to do
yeah.
something else. And
I think just do what you want to do.
yeah, yeah, no, you're absolutely
That's
right. You're absolutely right.
like I can focus on all the brand new figures, but I just pick whatever figure I'm doing or whatever
Mhm.
I'm in mood to review, and I'll review that. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly,
Right?
man. Man, that's good to know about Star Killer. I wasn't too excited of him, but bless an honest review. Yeah, absolutely, man. I would take Chris's opinion with high regard because he does a great job. Dude, it's a joke. I not hating on you, man. No, I'm not hating on you, dude. Relax. I went to Ollie's today. Nothing, not a no. Just like it was over a month ago. I'm afraid there will be some time before Ollie's gets anything new. Ross is still reigning the king of discount figs. I mean, it really depends where you're at. I was in Ross earlier today and there was nothing, nothing
Yeah,
at all. So I mean, it really just kind of depends.
yeah.
So,
I
yep,
think if there were stores around that had lots of incoming stock and you know what I mean, like it circulated, then it would be fine. But like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if it's stale, yeah, toy hunts are pointless.
Oh yeah. Well, and like we said, it's hard to get your not to get your frustration through the camera. When
Yeah,
you're looking at the same shit over and over, it's like, man,
I'm
that
not going to
doesn't.
be excited because I already know
No,
it's going to
no,
suck. So it's
no.
like I'm not going to be fake. That's one thing about my channel.
Right, right, right. Well, and yeah, that's a thing too. What's up, Mr. B? Good to see you, buddy. All right. So last year, I know you're into classified. I know you're into Black Series. What for you was your toy line of the year?
For last year,
Yeah.
probably classified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And towards the end of the year was SH Figure Arts.
Nice. Nice.
But for like your regular figures and stuff like that, it was classified. I think were my go-to. And yeah, I kind of weaned off or stayed away from the Marvel Legends. I got select figures, and even McFarlane, I kind of stopped collecting McFarlanes. Not totally stopped, but I kind of scaled back from the McFarlanes. I scaled back from Black Series and Marvel Legends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been buying up model kits because I really, really like doing model kits.
I like your live streams on the model kits. Those are cool because those are a lot of fun. They take, it takes like a couple hours to put them together, but
Yeah.
once you get them, I mean, it's a decent figure. You can definitely tell the difference between a figure and the model kit. Model kit's a lot lighter, but
Yeah.
Bandai does a good job with those, man. They really do.
I mean, look at this thing. Like,
That's great. Yeah.
this is a model kit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's fantastic. And this is a figure. Like, the model kit is a million times better than the figure. Way better.
It really is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And they're
crazy.
roughly around the same price. So I get to spend 2 hours putting it together. And then I have a figure I have a model kit or a character that's better than an action figure. So
Yeah. No, I'm
I
with
love
you.
them.
I wish they'd go further with the model kits, to be honest with you, because it's
Yeah.
like with Star Wars. I saw you built the Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper, that's really good
Oh,
figure.
that was, yeah.
Articulation is great. And man, you got different weapons, posable hands, and it's cheaper than a Black Series.
Which you get nothing.
Right. You get it. So
You get a
there you go.
blaster. You used to get 2 blasters. Now you may
Yeah.
get 1 if
No,
possible.
the Stormtrooper, you got the lawn rifle, you got the regular, and then you got even the pistol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Black Series are like, I feel really, really bad for Star Wars fans because Black Series, they're, yeah, not a great line. I
Yeah.
love Star Wars. I love the characters. But
Man,
yeah, the Black Series are,
I don't know what the hell they're doing. I got this for really cheap. I think it was
yeah,
$14 on Amazon. They did this guy dirty, man. They did him dirty. Like
so
it's
small.
like he's so small. And then I don't know if you've noticed this on some of the figures, but they're like cocked like this a little bit, like their waist. He just fell down. Sucks.
Yeah.
But their waist is kind of cocked like this. Like they
Yeah.
stand like they've got a bad hip or something. I mean, like the head sculpt's really good.
Yeah.
You guys can tell there. But that's it, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Everything else sucks.
like I feel like I paid $14 for the head sculpt, and then like the skirt's too high. It's just like it's really, really disheartening. Kind of what's gone on there, man. So
Yeah.
are you even gonna stick with any Black Series, or are you just kind of picking and choosing with that?
Picking and choosing any like Sith or certain characters, but mostly like Sith and stuff. I'll keep buying those.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the bad guys. What can I say? But yeah, for the most part, I kind of dropped Black Series.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of friends that buy up Black Series on the regular, so and they let me review their toys, so I don't really need to buy any.
Yeah, you were telling me that you got some guys that send you the figures, and
Oh
that's
yeah, it's
cool,
like
man. I mean,
I have 4. I think it's around 4 to 5 collectors here, and they'll send me a message like, "Man, I just bought this. You want to review it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
yeah, absolutely.
And I
You
get to
can
give it
tell if you
back, and
want
it
it.
doesn't cost me anything, and
Right,
it's
right.
fantastic.
You don't feel like you just, threw $25 down the drain, and
Yeah,
you can take a look at it. Then if
and
you
there's
want it,
no,
go for it.
I'm not obligated to praise the figure up. Like
Right,
they'll give me because
right.
it's their figure, it's not mine. It's not like
Yeah,
a company's
yeah,
giving it to me or anything like that, right? So
yeah, exactly.
if it's a crap figure, I'll say sorry, buddy. You just wasted your money.
Sending it back to you. Here it is. Keep your crap figure. Don't worry, you
Not my
count
money.
another one of your guys got added at the beginning of a hunt video. You're gonna just have everybody that you know in your hunt video, aren't you? That's how it's gonna go. I'm hoping for Easter hits at Ollie's and Ross. Maybe. We'll see if that happens. And Mr. Fantastic, I'm with you on this, man. I'm gonna try to hit more or focus more on mom and pop stores on top of the big box stores. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Another thing, it's like you never know what you're gonna find at those stores too. You've got a few of those collectible stores in your area, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only ones I enjoy. Every Friday, I go out to those and just to stop by, see what they have.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the only thing that keeps it exciting.
Right. No, that's true. It's true.
but it's one store, so it's not really worth filming. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the other part too. It's like if you have like a couple stores around, you can't film those every week. It's like
Yeah.
that doesn't work. So
Let's make a 2 minute toy hunt video.
right, right. What? Hey, you know what? If you did, it'd probably get like 100,000 views because it's only 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
I want to get more toy shops as well this year. Got to change up some stuff. Man, it seems like all you guys are kind of thinking what me and Chris are thinking with that. I absolutely agree, man. Let's see here, Mr. B. My oldest granddaughter's half sister's into anime. She wants to start collecting. Who would you recommend for a figure?
Depends what anime is she into. I mean, I love for a cheap entry figure. Those anime heroes are decent. They're not great like quality wise. They're good, but they're not great figures. If you know what I mean. If that makes sense.
Right, right.
Uh, the likeness is there. The articulation is pretty good. You can slam them against a wall and they won't break. But they're not the quality, and they don't look as good as an SH figure arts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
if it's anime heroes, I mean, you have your Naruto, you have your One Piece, Jutsu Kaisen. So it's a lot of options there, and your Dragon Stars if she's into Dragon Ball. So
Yeah. Yep.
they're all made by Bandai. So.
Ben was the one I really wanted, but they made him a dwarf, and it's sad. Must have been that Hasbro budget did not have enough to finish his legs. I mean, it's really bad. Like, I haven't stood him next to like. Let's see. Okay, so here, let me see. Okay, so
He's
here's
such a
Merrick.
cool character too, man.
Oh,
Like,
well, and I mean Ray Stevenson died. I mean, so here is him and Merrick. Yeah, Merrick's got him beat, and I know he's not as tall as Merrick in the series.
yeah, but he's
Yeah,
just so
I don't
small.
know where the hell our reference point was from. If I remember correctly, Ray Stevenson's about 6'2", and yeah, that's good size. He's like that's pretty tall. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not quite like Anakin size or anything like that, but yeah, that's I think that's probably most disappointing figure of the year so far. I
yeah.
would say.
If I can get him cheap, I'd still pick him up just because I like the character.
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
obviously with the actor Ray Stevenson, right? With
I
him
think that's
passing
his
and
name.
stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just nice to have.
Right, right. That was exactly my feeling on it. It's like it'd be cool just to have it because that's a good representation of him, and he passed away and stuff. And man, it's very disappointing. Very,
Yeah,
very disappointing. Black Series at this point, most part, just repacks of old figures. I mean, yeah, there's
yeah,
there's
pretty
nothing.
much.
I mean, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Hey, what's up, Blue Eyes? Good to have you here. And we got Geek Strong. What's up, Dino? Good to have you here, man. Great, fantastic, but lucky for me, a few of those repacks I missed the first time. That is a
That's
advantage. Yeah,
advantage, but if you're a hardcore collector, it's a disadvantage because anything that you had where value is gone.
right. Oh,
That's the
totally,
bad
man.
side of it, right?
Totally. I've thought so many times about selling this. I'm like, well, if I do that, I'm losing thousands.
Yeah.
Can't do it,
No.
because they're worth like $4 or $5 a piece,
Yeah.
So, speaking of that, is there any lines that you're gonna maybe consider getting out of this year?
Actually, I have maybe 600 or 700 Marvel Legends, which are going
Phew,
very, very soon.
nice.
Uh, I'm sick of the clutter. I don't need that many figures. So
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel Legends are going to be going. I'm still going to stick with my Spider-Mans, Hulks, Wolverines, like my favorite characters, Punishers, and that kind of stuff if they do release them. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with Marvel Legends for the most part. Black Series, I'm probably going to sell those off as well. So
Yeah, I'm with you, man. So I don't actually know this about you. Do you do any vintage at all, or is it no, it's just modern?
I'll do vintage if I can get a good price and it's complete.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got to be complete.
Hard to do.
Yes. So that's
I-
why I have very
all
few
those,
vintage
yes,
figures.
all those variables, very hard to do. I noticed that last week when I was at that show. It's like you can find vintage.
Oh yeah.
It's trash,
Yeah.
but finding something complete in good condition, man, that's not setting you back like 50, $100 a figure.
Yeah.
Very
And
difficult.
no disrespect to the local collectors or people that around here that try to sell stuff, but they'll check out an eBay listing price and it's like, oh, this figure is worth $70. I was like, no, it's not worth $70. It's
Right,
worth $20 tops. But
right.
because it's sold on eBay at some point in time in the last 6 months, doesn't mean the figure is worth that. It means somebody foolishly paid for it,
Mhm.
but it's not the value of the figure, right?
Exactly.
Some
Exactly.
people just don't care how much money they spend, right?
No, I mean that's obvious. It's like some people will just they want the figure bad enough, they'll just dish out
Yeah, yeah,
whatever they want, and that's like that the what happens in the long run that hurts all of us.
yeah,
Then they
yeah,
got this false sense of what something's actually worth. I always say something's worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
yeah,
Well, if
definitely.
someone's willing to pay $70 for a $25 figure, it's worth $70.
Yeah.
So it's like
Will you get $70? Probably not, but
probably not, but
you wait long enough, maybe.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Just bailing next to the 3.75. I mean, that is perfect height, right?
I may keep going with a 3.75-inch line though.
Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
They're expensive. They're $22.79 here now, or
Oh my
$22.99 for
god.
a, which is ridiculous. But if I only pick certain characters, it's manageable.
Well, and they've started to reel out more of those obscure characters. Like they still are behind Black Series, but I know they got the Grand Inquisitor out, they got Pre Vizsla out, they got some of the Ahsoka stuff out. Do you have any interest in going back in time to like say the 30th anniversary or the Saga stuff?
Possibly. Everything's
Okay,
about price for me, right?
I mean, yeah, yeah, it's got to be about price,
It
right?
is now. First, when I started collecting, like 5 or 6 years ago, or 6 or 7 years ago, I can't even remember how long it was now. But it was. I didn't care about price. I had to have it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now it's like, I'm almost 40 years old. I have way more figures than I need, and now it just kind of I just buy what appeals to me and what I absolutely feel. I don't need any of it, but whatever I feel like I need, or whatever gets me excited. So
Yeah. I think what happens is you start looking at everything you have, like, why did I buy that? Why did
yeah.
I buy that? Why did I buy that?
Well, that's
That.
the thing with Marvel Legends. I would buy complete waves just to complete the build a figure, and a lot
Mhm.
of times I didn't even want it. I bought it to complete waves because I was fixated on completing waves.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what happens
But
a lot.
first, when I started, Marvel Legends was the only line that I collected too, so that was easier.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they went
Um,
crazy, dishing out like 160, 170
right,
figures a year.
right.
And then price went up, and I was like, it's too crazy to even
It's
maintain
collect.
if you wanted to, right?
Mhm. Yep. So if I had to ask you to pick your top three figures this year, what would you have?
Ah, that's a good question. That I don't have them on hand, but there was a. Let me see. I'm trying to remember now what I bought.
It's hard, isn't it? It's like
It is.
because it always ends up being the figure from like last January.
Yeah, I have no idea what year stuff released anymore because it's all
Yeah,
just a mess.
it just kind of blurs
And if
together.
I miss out on something, yeah, I bought it in 2023, but I don't know what year it came.
Whatever you bought, then that works too.
Yeah, a lot of my favorite figures are actually SH Figure Arts. I have Kid Naruto, which I think I gave it a 10 out of 10. I love the
Mhm.
thing. There's a uh, legendary Saiyan Goku that's fantastic as well. I love that to pieces, and I think they're all going to be SH Figure Arts, whether it be Dragon Ball or Naruto figures. That's
Yep,
my favorite things that I
yep,
bought last year.
yep. No, SH Figures is good. Have you gotten into the Star Wars yet?
No, no,
You
just
get to
the Dragon Ball and Naruto for now.
Star Wars isn't bad either. You might want to. They're not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I do like Bandai. I think Bandai is probably my favorite company right now.
yeah.
To
No,
collect.
Bandai's solid. Like I said,
They're
I
a bit
wish.
they're a bit expensive, but I can buy a Marvel Legend for 40, 45 bucks, or I can buy a Bandai SH Figure Arts, and like this thing just got this guy come, right? So
Yeah,
56 bucks. I've got folding arms. I've got four or five extra hands. I got four face plates that I can change out
right.
for like $10 more than a Marvel Legend. So
There you go. There you go.
the
Yep,
value is there for that, in my personal opinion. But like I said, it's just, yeah.
yep. And that's what it's all about. The value. That's where you got to go. Yep. Let's see. Geekstron says I traded all my Black Series towards the barge. I could see that. I could see doing that.
That's a nice piece, man, and
It's a great
it's
piece. You just got to have the room for it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them around too, right? So it's not something that you're gonna see everywhere.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's
it's a
like the
great
flag.
piece.
It's like the
Exactly.
GI
Like
Joe
the flag.
flag. If you
Yep.
get have the space and they have it, it's gonna turn somebody's heads. No, no matter who they are if they collect.
So it's funny that you mentioned the flag. I was at this new vintage toy store the other day. Well, I've never seen the flag displayed really properly.
Yeah.
Like kind of down on your level where you could see it. Dude, he had it in his storefront. It took literally the entire front of the
Oh, it's
store.
massive.
He had like 8 or 9 jets on it. I was like, oh my god, I've never seen it that displayed in that way. And it's like, geez, I don't even know who would have room for that. I know a
Yeah.
couple guys who have it, and it's like, geez, man, I don't even know where I'd put it. And like you were saying, space is such an issue. It's like there's just no way.
Oh, come to think of it, one of my favorite figures 2023 is the McFarlane uh, Batmobile and Keaton Batman.
Yeah, yeah,
That's probably one of my other
yeah,
favorite figures too.
yeah. So what is it about McFarlane? Do you think the price has got you out of it a little bit, or do you think it's more so just what he's cranking out? Because he kind of cranks out a good one every once in a while, like that Bat Pad. I think that thing's kind of a joke as much as he wants for that, because I think it's what $5 less than the Batmobile. So
Yeah.
he's getting a little crazy with his prices too. But what is it about DC that's kind of got you soured?
Well, I was always more of a Marvel guy than a DC
Yeah,
guy, but you only need so many different versions of Batman. No matter how much you like Batman, when you get past 10 to 15 types of Batman or versions of Batman,
right.
it's like, do I need any more Batman? You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, it's just I lost. It's not appealing to me anymore. The characters are not.
yeah.
They're pretty good figures. If I get one for $5, I'll grab it. But
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I mean, usually, he's had his QC issues lately too. That's why I got out. I mean,
yeah,
I got sick of
and
the bowed legs and then arms popping out of the sockets when I take him out of the box. I got a little tired of that. So
yeah, that's definitely an issue as well. Quality's not there, and his prices are going up, and I don't think his figures are worth what he's going to charge.
I'd agree. I'd agree. Well,
Same thing with Hasbro. I
yeah,
really, with the exception of GI Joe Classified, because you get a crap ton of accessories. All right, so I think they're the only thing that Hasbro is really pushing now that's kind of worth the money. I can justify spending the money on that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But
Well, and like you said, when you've got a figure you're only paying $10 more for that's got all those options, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
yeah, and the
It's
detail and the
really,
paint application, the
yeah.
QC, everything's way better. Articulation's a million times
Yep.
better too. So
Yep.
it's like,
Kenny says 3.75 is way out of hand price. Surprised there's anyone still collecting at the prices there. I mean, yeah. I mean, here, 375 Star Wars is $17
yeah,
a piece. And
that's manageable. That's doable, right?
no.
Well, like, yeah, I say it's doable because I'm paying $22.99.
That's
But if it was
true. Yes, yes, yes.
the currency.
Exactly. But no, man. Like I'm back from the days when they were $5.
Yeah, yeah,
When they were $5, and it's like it's so hard to imagine that we've gone like what is that, like a 300% increase or whatever that is. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's nuts.
And like you said, some of the McFarlanes now, like the exclusives that he announced, or was it last month or so? They're $65 Canadian, man, for a
Right.
McFarlane. Like,
For one, it's like, no, man.
I know weed is legalized now, but like, what else are you smoking, man? To think that somebody's gonna pay $65 for a
Right.
McFarlane?
Well,
Come
I
on,
mean, if
man.
you watch Todd's live streams, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's getting a very. I don't want to badmouth Todd. Well, he's getting super arrogant, man. Like he was
He
always
is.
kind of arrogant,
Well, yeah, yeah.
but
I
his
don't.
ego is getting out of hand, man. Like Toddy, step back, man. Take a look at what you're doing here. Take a look at what
Yeah,
your consumer is saying, and
yeah, yeah.
you're
I don't
not
know
that
if
big
you
of a deal,
watched.
dude.
I don't know if you watched the last one that he did, but he did it on the superpowers. So superpowers don't sell for anything. The superpowers, they don't sell at all.
In his
But it's
mind,
like
though.
he's in his mind, yes, and
Yeah,
he's like
it's
almost
like,
talking down to people. I
oh
think I
yeah,
think Colin and Carlos were saying that. It's like, dude, you keep just digging your hole deeper and deeper all the time with your
yeah.
attitude, and it's like,
It's like he's gonna change the world with this action figure. Like there's
right,
something
what,
new that nobody else is doing.
right, right. Well, you got a smaller one. Good for good job, dude. I mean, it's like, come on, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Ready, Rough Shot? What's up, man? Good to have you. You're cool. It's all good if you're tardy to the party, man. What's up, Viper Spit? How you doing? I never did top figures 2023 list. However, think it's the Mezco Ghost Rider. Nice, man. Well, you did several lists. You did what did he do? He did a lot of different lists, but I don't think you did
I
Mezco
don't have the
Ghost Rider.
Mezco Ghost Rider, but that's an awesome looking figure, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what else we got here real quick. Everything's plastic. Do you have any custom figures from any character?
No, I don't think I do. I've reviewed one or two custom figures that my buddy did, but I don't have any. Yeah, personally, I don't have any customs. I think a bit of panel lining is like the only thing
Yeah.
that's customized on any of my figures, and
Well, that's kind of what's good about the Bandai ones too. You can customize those any way you want. I mean, it's already
oh yeah,
broken up. You could sit there and paint it real quick before you put it
yep,
together, and there you go. You don't got to sit here with like a Black Series and heat it up and take it all apart and all that crap. It's kind of already there for you to do whatever you want.
yeah, it just kind of pops apart. Like
Yeah,
a lot of people may not like that. Excuse me. A lot of people may not like that, but I like it because I know it's not going to break.
agreed,
If the
agreed.
leg pops off at Hasbro, you're screwed.
Yeah, you're done.
Like
But if it
pops off a
pops off here,
Bandai, oh, I'll just pop it back on. This
right,
is normal.
right, right.
It
Have
doesn't
you
take away from the posability or anything like that, right?
No,
So
no, 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 no. And actually, the posability is way better on those. Have
yeah,
you
but
built the Grievous? The Grievous, man, be ready
I
for it.
haven't found them for a sensible price yet. I want to.
He's really expensive and he's really hard to build.
Yeah,
Yep, yep,
I'm looking forward to it. I just picked
yep.
up my very first Gundam the other day, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Nice, nice. The flag would make a great coffee table. Yeah,
It's
it
definitely a
would.
coffee table,
It
man. It's
absolutely
massive.
would. I traded all my Mythic Legions for the complete inbox Kenner Hall of Justice. I've been trading, sell lots of smaller pieces for more grails. Dude, yes. I didn't know we did that. I thought you just bought the Hall of Justice. I didn't know you traded all your Mythic Legions for that. Interesting. Nice, man. Okay, Chris, I don't remember if I asked you this last time, but if I did, you get to answer it again. What's your grail and why is it your grail?
It's a good question. I think my Grail is going to be the Hot Toys Darth Vader that I have coming, but other than that,
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said you had that. I forgot
that's going
about
to be
that.
my very first Hot Toys. So
You're going to be in
yeah, looking
trouble.
forward to that. My Grails are weird because my Grails may not be necessarily expensive or highly sought after, but it's figures that are always going to be my favorite figures in my collection. So like I'm a big Godzilla guy, and this was one of my favorite things that I ever picked up. I think I showed this off before, but I
Mhm.
love this. Wraps up my childhood, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's one of my highly sought after figures. And like I said, a lot of people may have it, and it's no big deal to anybody else. But
Well,
uh, when it
that's
comes to
what's cool
Marvel
about it.
Legends, I really want a Scarlet Spider. I don't have a Scarlet Spider and a Spider Punk.
Nice. Well, that's what's cool about a grail. It doesn't have to be something that's really expensive or high end or, hard to find. It can just be your own personal thing. It's like, I had this as a kid. I don't have it and I
Yeah,
just like to find it. That's what's
yeah.
great
So
about
it's
it.
been 4 years now trying to find a Spider Punk and a Scarlet Spider. They never really showed up here, and they're super expensive to find. So
Nice. Keep an eye out, man. I'll let you know if I find one. 89 Batmobile Gold Label would probably be the last good price from Todd.
yeah,
Yeah. I think we can all agree on that. Yep. I think we can agree on that. Yep. Are there more Batman figures out there than Mandalorian Boba Fett figures? Yes.
yeah, definitely.
There's way more Batman. I mean, there's a lot of Mandalorian Boba Fett's, but I think Batman would still be at least 2 or 3 to 1.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally has hit every variation. Well, except for I think he's going to do a Val Kilmer one soon.
Oh, he's gonna find more.
Yeah, he'll find more. He'll hit them
He's
all
he's
eventually.
he's gonna dig so deep into
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
find every single version of Batman.
It's only a matter of time before he gets them all. Like, there's Batmans I didn't even know existed that he
Yeah,
has
but
out.
then when he runs out of ideas, then he just does repaints and
Right,
Jokerizes them and stuff. So
right,
yeah,
right. Exactly, exactly. TVC should not be above 12.99, 18.99 ish products. I agree with that. Twelve
yeah,
ninety nine seems like it's a good price for TVC. I mean, especially we were talking earlier, especially when you look at the old stuff. You look at the older stuff like 30th anniversary Saga. Man, those are better quality figures. They have less
yeah,
articulation, but they're better quality figures. And Man, they put out some bangers in 2007, 2008. I mean, really good. I found a Battle Damage Darth Vader from Force Unleashed for
Yeah.
$6 at a toy show, and that thing trumps the hell out of a TVC figure, man.
Well, that's why I do like new and old figures on the channel,
Hmm.
right? Because
Hmm.
there's a lot of toy channels just doing the big like the newest figures,
Yeah.
right? So that's I'm trying to be a little bit different, but just doing whatever, like a mixture of everything.
Well, and I think that's a good thing to do because you're kind of cutting yourself short if you only focus on one. But if you focus on both, you're kind of hitting everything because there's so many
Yeah,
vintage collectors now, and there's more now, more
yeah.
showing up. Kind of what you said earlier, and you want
And
to.
I haven't always been a collector, so there's tons of stuff that I missed out on over the years.
Mhm,
Right, so it's
mhm.
what 5 or 6 years, 7 years. I can't even remember how long it's been now, but there was a lot of cool stuff before I even started collecting, and my first 2 years of collecting was all Marvel Legends, so
Right.
I missed out on a ton of stuff that I want to go back and try to find.
Yeah. Like you said though, and especially because you're where you're at, it's kind of hard to do that though. You're gonna have to,
A
you
small
know,
island just off the coast of
small
Canada.
island. Yeah, yeah, right.
It's bad
You,
enough that we're in Canada, but now we're like a small island with an 8 hour ferry ride to even get to mainland Canada.
is that how long it is?
Is an 8 hour ferry, 7 to 8 hour ferry ride, yeah,
So you
or
told me this.
an hour and a half to 2 hour flight
Okay. Oh
to get
wow.
to New Brunswick or Toronto,
Oh wow.
Ontario. Yeah. So
How often do you do that?
once in 39, no, actually twice in 39 years.
Okay. So not very often.
I joined the military years and years ago when I was 20 years old. I think it was 21 years old. I went away for like basic training and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And then a couple years after that, I went halfway across Canada for a job. And other than that, that's the only time I left the province. So
Wow, man. How many people are in your town?
I think 600,000.
Okay, so it's not like incredibly small.
No,
It's
it's because, well, it's
good size. Yeah,
considered a city, but
yeah,
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 it's like
yeah.
Newfoundland is not that small. I say a small island, but yeah, it's not that small.
Right.
Landmass wise, like Canada, the landmass of Canada is massive,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people.
yeah. I've always
It's
tried
still
to.
considered a city.
I've always tried to pinpoint like exactly where you are on the map, and I'm like, I don't know where Chris is. I just don't know where you're at. I'll have to look at it a little closer.
I always keep a map handy on me, just so I
There
can
you
point
go.
out where I'm
You
to.
can you can give us a geography lesson, man. There you go. Todd really needs to hire a good PR person. He's not the best spokesman. Dude, he's never been the best spokesman.
He actually deterred me from buying figures because he's such
There
an
you
ass.
go. There you go.
I don't like cocky, arrogant people. I just don't. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right,
It's
right,
just,
right,
it just doesn't sit well with me.
right.
And if
No,
he's there, he's like praising up a figure, and it's like nothing new. That's it's pretty much the same thing you've been releasing for the past 5 years.
yeah, yeah. Well, and the thing is too, it's like when he showed the Batmobile and the Batman, it's like I know somebody said that they did one take and he couldn't get the damn Batman in the Batmobile. So they're like, Todd, just show the figure next to the Batmobile. Don't worry about putting it in.
Yeah,
He's like struggling with it. It's like, oh man, okay, well, all right. I actually like the superpowers to do pick and choose. I know that a lot of those have been hanging out though, where they can't clear them out.
yeah,
It's like they can't clearance them out, and
and that's for certain characters, but then other
yeah,
characters are like the price are crazy on them. So
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Nerd affiliated. What's up, Archer? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being on. The most recent superpowers wave. It's a pretty cool characters. I haven't even seen that wave. I don't even know what's in it. I mean, I think the last new one I saw was geez, my shelves are still full of the Batman and the Superman and the Aquaman. I mean, I never see any of that stuff around. All right, let's see what else we got. Hey, look at that. Old Ed's on. What's up, Ed? Good to have you on, man. Good to see you. Hope everything's well. And then let's
looks
see.
like you're doing good with the your channel memberships, though.
Yeah, not too bad. Got like
How many
seven,
you got?
seven, I think.
Sick, good man.
Seven
Better
or
than
eight.
me.
Yeah. No, hey, I'm a member to your channel. You know that, right?
No,
Yeah, I am.
recently
I don't know, like 3 or 4 months ago.
channel member.
Yeah.
You don't show up as a channel member.
Really?
No.
Oh, I know. I thought I was. Well, if I'm not, I'll be one. I could have sworn I was. I can't
It's
wait to get that Hot Toy Vader. I have it pre-ordered as well. What Vader was that?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You were reading it. I took a big mouthful of
You're good.
Coke.
You're good.
It was the oh my god. It's been that long since I ordered it. I can't remember. I'm
Is
not
that
sure
the?
I'm not sure what film it's from.
Is it Return? No, not Return of the Jedi. Is it? It's not the Obi-Wan with the battle damage, is it? The
No, it's not that one. It's the one with the base and the electricity and stuff like that. Like his head lights up. There's
Oh,
two different head sculpts.
Return of the Jedi.
Return
Yeah,
to it.
the Emperor's Wrath one.
Yeah, it's just
Cool one. Yep. 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 Okay, Rough Shot is free. I can log in and view from my account. Okay. New retro card, Scarlet Spider coming soon. There you go, man.
yeah. I got that one pre-ordered. I learned my
Nice.
lesson,
Nice.
so I'll finally get that one. Just need a Spider Punk now.
What's up, Ed? Thanks, man. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. Always cool when you guys do the super chats. Love it. There's probably 80 different versions of Batman. You know, Carlos, I don't think you're even exaggerating. I think he's probably pretty close to that. There's a lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
tons.
Yes.
So there's already 3 versions of Keaton, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
He hasn't even
four versions.
he hasn't even done Batman Returns yet. Yeah,
the
box set.
unmasked
Box
one,
set. Mm-hmm.
and then the one deluxe one that came with the gold label one, and then it's the just the regular release. So yeah, four versions.
Right. McFarlane did Val Kilmer Batman in the movies. Oh, that's right. He did. Only matter of time it gets. Yeah, it'll get a single release. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hope Todd does a Christopher Reeve Superman to be okay with a premium price for him. I think a lot of people would be okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the select characters, or I mean, that people would actually.
Yeah.
I'd pay for that too. It's such an iconic character, right? If it can actually get the face sculpt right.
Well, that's going to be the thing. You know,
he struggles with the movie figures.
Yeah, it can't look cartoony. You know, it's got to be. It can't look like that unmasked Keaton that we were talking about. That did
Botox Batman's what I call him, because his face is also rounded off.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I hope Todd isn't watching this. Yeah, right. Like Todd's taking a time out to watch Yakin with Yukon. I think you're good, Kenny. I wouldn't worry about it, man.
If Todd does watch, you can give Yukon stuff. I don't want it.
There you go. I don't want it either, man. Send it to T3. He wants it. Toddy good. Nah, man, I'm not working with Toddy. He's too. No, I'm not doing that. No, thank you. What's up, Journal? Can I be good to have you here, buddy? Good to see you. All right, Chris. I mean, I was asking you questions and we kind of got distracted with the chat. So I'm sorry, man. All right. So new year. What are your goals? Do you have any goals for this year that you want to see the channel do, or is it just going to be business as usual?
Just power true, and I reached my goal for the channel was always 1,000 subs, and once I got to 1,000 subs, then it was get monetized. Once I got monetized, there was like, yep, I accomplished everything I want to accomplish. Yeah. I don't care where it goes from here. Yeah. I'm not just saying that. I think you know me well enough to know that if I'm saying it, that's how I feel. Like there's no fakeness to me. Honestly, it is what it is. It's already gone beyond whatever however far I thought it was going to go. It's already gone beyond that. So it's like any sub after that, it's just bonus.
Icing on the cake, right?
1,000 was my goal. Right.
There you go, man. There you go. Do you think that the monetization is kind of what you expected, or is it not what you expected?
Man, I thought I was going to make enough off a review to pay for the review. You know what I mean? Like, I thought YouTube paid a lot more than what they pay. But it is what it is.
It's not much. It's not much at all.
It's not much, man. When I used to do live streams, the super chats and the super chats were the only thing that I really made money off of.
Right. And the memberships and the super chats. Yeah, that seems to be a big.
Yeah, the memberships, like I said, I have 4. Yeah, it's a boost, man. Like it helps, right? Because I you got to make $100 before to even pay it. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. I
and
mean, I'm getting my first check. And it took 3 months. I'm like, oh, geez, crap. Better keep my day job.
yeah, but it does feel nice to get to the point of monetization though, because there's so many people trying,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just a personal thing. I feel good accomplishing that, right?
Absolutely.
So
Well, and a lot of people give up before that. So kudos to you for sticking with it, man. And now look at you. You're at 10,000 subs. So there you go. I mean, like you said, a lot of people will sit there and be like, I can't get there. I can't get there. And, you know, kudos to
yeah,
you for plugging away at it, man. So
yeah, just putting
congratulations.
stuff out every day, and just you know,
Yeah.
some stuff
Yep.
takes off, some stuff don't.
That's it, man. And it's so hard to know what's going to do what.
Oh,
Your
I'll never
latest, you
understand. It's been almost 3 years, and I still don't understand what's going to take off and what's not.
right, right. Yeah.
And there's
Well,
shorts that took off like 6 months after I put them out. So
that's weird I see the same thing. And it's weird how, like, and you'll even see videos do that. I don't know if you've seen that, but all
yeah,
of a sudden, like 6 months later, a video just starts to take off. And you're like, well, what happened? Why,
yeah.
why is the
No,
video?
it doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, it's one of those videos, one of those shorts that one day I was just running low on time, and it was back when I tried to put out something every single day. So I just put a figure in a case, in a box, no effort whatsoever, and put it on a turntable and just recorded it for 15 seconds.
Yep.
Put it up, and now it's like 730 odd thousand views after. It
Which figure was that?
was like a Five Nights at Freddy Foxy or something like that.
I stole that from you. I saw you doing that. I was like, oh, Chris is doing these Five Nights at Freddy's weird ass bear things. So I
Yeah,
started doing that. Like every one of them gets 3,000 views minimum. It's the
yeah,
damnedest
yeah. And but it just so happens that it was my son's toys, right?
thing. Oh,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing with my channel. Like I do my stuff, but I do a lot of his stuff too. Like he's got 29 figures for Christmas, man.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And I
Nice.
have, I'd say 60 or 70 reviews recorded, because like the Christmas Day and the next couple of days following Christmas, I basically lived down here doing reviews. I had like 4 days off from work, and I lived down here doing his reviews, because obviously he wanted to open them up and play with his toys, right? So I
Right.
was like, nope, Dad, got to do a review first.
That's awesome.
So man, there's tons of NECAs, horror figures. There's tons of Dragon Ball figures.
Nice, man.
But that's the thing. I do my son's stuff too, so some of his stuff takes off. It's a mixture of everything. It's what you can, like kids' toys and
Oh,
adult
yeah.
toys,
Oh, yeah.
whatever you want to call it. I
Yeah.
shouldn't say adult toys, because people might take that the wrong way.
You're not putting those on a turntable and watching it for 15
I'm not
seconds.
reviewing those, man.
So let me ask you a question about your son. We'll see. I want to compare notes here. So my son's got a really bad habit of coming. He's 6. He comes up here and he'll literally just stare at this stuff. Like I have
Yep,
to tell him, like, dude, you've been up here for like 30 minutes just staring at my stuff. You need to go like play or something. Does your
yep.
son do that too?
He likes to come down every now and then, and I'm to the point now where I'm much more relaxed. When he was younger, he's 9, so when he was younger, he used to knock around his figures and stuff, and it
Oh
was
yeah.
just like, oh, I couldn't watch it. Right? Because I was like, man, he's gonna get scuff marks on him. He's gonna knock
Right.
the paint off him, right? But now that he's older, I mean, I tell him, if you want to come down here, he likes doing stop motion. So it's like,
Oh, nice.
if you want to come down, take some of Dad's figures. You want to play with my figures, it's fine. Just don't break them.
Right.
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 So yeah, he's more than welcome to come down and grab whatever he wants.
Nice. Nice, man. That's
Excuse me.
awesome.
With the exception of my GI Joes and Mezcos, he's not touching those.
They stay up high, right?
Yeah,
I
they're on
hear
the
you.
top shelf.
I'm in on Christopher Reeve Superman movie figures. Richard Pryor figure would be great. That would be
That'd be
great.
awesome, man.
Stop trying to convert me to superpowers. No, we're working on you with Ghostbusters. You don't worry about superpowers. You're getting into Ghostbusters, so that's what you're gonna do. We're EC's
I
working
avoided
on him.
Ghostbusters so far,
Oh man, I have to get on you with that too then.
and Transformers. I've been
Oh, hey, we need to talk. I'll get you converted on those, buddy. Easy to convert to superpowers. Picked up the Batwing for $3, clearance on Walmart. Yeah, yep,
It's
that'll
funny
do it.
how quick cheap figures can convert someone, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I pretty much swore off 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. Started finding them at Ross. I'm like, okay, let's go 3 3/4 inch Star
Oh yeah,
Wars.
that's like those Marvel Legends, the 3 3/4 retro ones.
Yeah. Yep.
I had no interest in collecting those, and they start showing up at our Dollarama. We
Oh,
have a dollar
nice.
store now. It's not as good as Ollie's, but a lot of He-Man Origins and the Masterverse are showing up there.
Oh, wow. How
Yeah,
much do
which
they
is
want those there?
what's that?
How much do they want for them there?
$5.
That's not bad. That's good.
It's not bad. Like considering that a Masterverse is $33 here.
Yeah, that's really good.
So you get a figure for $5 and some new waves too, which is so weird. I don't know where they're getting their stock to, but
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But we have the local idiots who go out and buy them, and now they're on classifieds for $40 and $30, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just
It's
makes
never
it
gonna
bad for
stop.
everybody else.
Right. Never gonna stop. Oh my goodness, Reeves, prior to go level 2 pack would rule. Yeah, that'll be like, $100. So maybe
Yeah,
not a great idea. Don't forget to like for another great episode. Yes, hit that like button. Yeah, on my channel, please hit the like button. We're having a
yes,
problem
definitely.
with people hitting the damn like button. So hit the like button, please. I just the like button. It's like, come on. They need to get Reeves right, and they won't get a lot of chances. No, you're absolutely right. They pretty much have one chance on that, and that's it, man.
I think there's a lot of pressure to do that one properly.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like Keaton. You got to nail it the first time. There can't be a screw up and then go back because it's just not
Yeah,
good, man.
you're
You
just
can't
gonna
do that.
get
Yep.
yeah. There's
Yep.
there's a lot of hardcore Superman fans. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Cody, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate that very much. Glad you guys are enjoying the show. I'm Todd McFarlane. I'm playing and putting up my prices 3 more times this year. The Hasbro business model is all the rage. Pop culture and plastic. Good to have you on. Good comment. Good comment. I like it. I like it. Let's see. I do neither. No memberships, no lives or super chats, but I'm okay with that. As it pays for gas or the cell bill, I'm happy. Hey, you know what? I said this before. Chats, lives are not for everybody. It's for some people who like to do them. Are you gonna start? I think I asked you that already, but you're gonna go back to lives, right?
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe.
I don't mind doing live on other people's channels because there's no pressure. We can just sit down, we can chat, and we can just kind of hang out. On my channel, when I'm doing them, feels like there's a bit more pressure to kind of keep it going, and yeah, I don't really like it. So
See, it's so funny when you guys tell me that because I'm exactly the opposite. Like, I feel so much easier when it's my show
yeah,
than I do when I'm a guest on somebody's show because I'm like, oh, what are they gonna ask me? Like, I was on. I don't know if you know who Salacious Rome is,
yep, yep,
dude. I was on that the other day. I was not prepared at all for what was gonna happen there, and I'm like, man, I wish I was on Yakin with the Yukon right now. I could control the situation a
yeah.
little.
But I think that's good though because I think people see a different side of you when you're
Sure,
not in control and asking questions.
sure.
So yeah, I think it's good
Yeah.
just to put
No,
yourself out there.
you're right. You're right. It is good to do both. I started a YouTube channel, but I'm finding that having the time is my biggest hurdle. I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
Man, the advice I give you,
nerd.
and Chris, you can give. Actually, you know what? Take Chris's advice. It's gonna be better than mine. What advice would you give him?
Just have fun.
Yep.
Don't worry about the numbers.
Yep.
This April will be 3 years for me, and the last year has been my best year in YouTube because I stopped caring, and it's been fun. And don't stress about it.
Yep.
If your channel is going to take off, it's going to take off regardless. Some of it's in your control, some of it's not.
Mhm.
But have fun, enjoy the hobby of collecting, and I enjoy the process of editing videos. Right.
Yep. Yep.
So I stopped. Everyone says do what you got to put out what people are going to watch, right? And maybe this is why I don't give views on my long form content, but it's like if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it, right? I'm not going to put myself and do stuff that other people wants to watch or wants to see if I'm not having fun doing it. So
True. True.
have fun, do everything the way you want to do it, and if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. A couple things I would add to that. So if you're gonna do it and you're gonna be serious about doing it, like Chris said, have fun, but
Yeah,
get yourself on a schedule. If you're gonna do one video a week, make it a good video. Make sure you put it on the same day, same time, every single week. Because if you miss one or two, YouTube's gonna see that, and they're not. It's gonna mess up the algorithm for you. So, like for me, and for instance, I always do Thursday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Central. stick with that. Stick with that schedule and try not to deviate. Obviously, life happens where you can't do it or whatnot, but just try to be consistent with it. I spent a whole year not being consistent, a year and a half almost not being consistent. It set me back,
Yeah,
So the
I haven't been
consistency,
consistent from day one.
yeah. I mean, but well, I think your case is just a little bit different though because you do so many shorts. Like I don't, you tell me if you think this is true or not. Do you think that consistency matters as much with shorts as it does with long format videos? I
I
don't know if
don't
it does
really
or not.
know how it works. I am a believer that the more you put out, the more likely someone's going to see your stuff.
True.
Right. So that's
Yes.
why I struggled like a year. It took me a year and a half to get 500 subs.
Right.
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 But it took me 1 year to get 9,000 subs.
Right. Which is
So
crazy.
yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
the
Yeah.
key difference was posting every day,
Yep.
or
Yep.
almost every day, every day, every second day. But
Yep.
at least putting out one short every single day, right?
Yep. Yep. Well, and that's a good point too. So Chris and I were talking about this earlier. If you want to grow the subs quickly, throw some shorts in with your video.
Yeah,
If you're cool with just making the long form video, a lot of guys don't like making shorts. A lot of people are like, I don't know what the whole secret is to shorts. Man, just do the one video.
yeah.
So I think that's great advice
And I
from
think
you. And
kind of decide where you want your channel to go.
mhm,
Like I got hooked up on the fact of easy subs, right? You put
yep,
out a short, oh man, 4 subs. Okay, well, I'll put out another short, same day. Oh man, I got 7 subs. Right. So you're gaining like 20 subs a day, 30 subs a day. But at the same time, if your focus is going to be long form content, shorts are going to kill your channel.
right, right,
Right.
right,
I put out long form content now. I can barely get 100 views with almost 11,000 subs.
right.
But I can put out a short and I'll probably get 500 views. So there's
Exactly.
no rhyme or
Exactly.
reason, man.
So that's a good point too. Figure out what you want to be. Do you want to
Yeah.
be long form? Do you want to be short? Do you want to be a mix? If you want to be a mix, then don't go crazy on the shorts, but and make sure you're I think one formula that I've found that kind of works is taking and making shorts out of your long form content. I usually
Yeah.
take like the highlights from a toy hunt, make those into shorts. I don't do the review shorts anymore because I can't compete with Chris on them. He blows me away on the reviews. So I'm like, I'm not even going to
No, I
touch
don't.
that anymore. Yes, you do.
I'm envious of you because you can sit down for 60 seconds and sum up what I'm trying to say. Do you realize that when I do a review, it's like 15 to 20 minutes and I got to edit it down to like 6 minutes?
Man, I wish I had edited some of the ones I did, to be honest with you. They're terrible. Sitting
No,
there,
I, I,
you know.
I find reviews easy. I'm not saying that mine are good, but I guess it's just me and the action figure, and I just mumble on about the figure, what I like about it, what I don't like about it,
Right.
cover all the basics, and then I'll just edit out what I like, and then
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
go with it.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
yeah, to me it's just like you forget the camera's there, and I'm just talking out loud, looking at an action figure.
that's the whole thing. Yep. That's exactly right.
So I find reviews easier. Everything else I find difficult. So
Right.
I'm not
Well,
creative.
you're doing good at a live. You're doing good at lives. So I don't think that's true, man. I don't think that's true at all. I can monetize, but I won't. I don't have to disclose it at work, and it's going to create more of a headache than $20 a month is worth. Yes, you are right about that. But I will say, it is kind of fun, and it was for me. It was a personal goal to always get there because I just wanted to say I got there.
Yeah,
I
and
think that was the thing.
that's it for me too. It's not
Yeah.
really about the money. It's not
No,
about anything. I just wanted to prove that I can get to that point,
right. If
and
it's
that's it.
about the money, you're going to starve to death.
Oh yeah, like dude, I can barely afford to buy one action figure a month,
Right. Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah. Totally not worth it. Let's get to a couple more contents. I'll let you go, man. Hey, pop culture, just pace yourself. Take your time. You'll figure out what works for you. I have to balance life and school for my channel. You can do it. Pit Viper's a great example of that. He just throws up a video when he can,
yeah,
and he's got good stuff because he's very good at putting things back together and doing customizations and stuff. But yeah, I can tell that he doesn't stress about it. He's just
yeah.
cool with doing it and having a good time with it. Dean says, I don't need kids to break my toys. I do a good job breaking them all by myself. Yeah, I've done that. Pick your favorite. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate that. You guys are coming in hot with the super chants. I knew it. I knew you were the thumbs down because I got at least one every single video.
Carlos
And it,
always got to be the dick, man.
oh,
Like, you know how every single group got the nice guy, got the comedian, and then there's the dick, and then Carlos is always the dick.
You know what I told him the other day? So I go on and I was watching Archer's show. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to join Archer's show after I put the kids down. I get the kids down, and everything else, and I get on there. Who's on there? Freaking T3. And so I put on there. I was like, you know what? I leave for 5 minutes, and I'm fine. And I come back, and this guy's on. I'm going to bed.
So it's all good, man. He's
Oh, dude, if we can't mess with T3, who are we gonna mess with?
I think half our relationship is us just going back and forth and saying like
That's the way it's got to be, man. That's the way
stuff
it's
to each
got to
other.
be.
Yeah.
That's the way it's got to be. Totally joking. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, okay. So he's got a question for you. Everyone under reseller scalpers on hunts. Ran into one the other day. Just glad I got my stuff first. Watch you fill up an entire cart, all Mo 2 and snake eyes. Chris, have you ever run into a scalper on a hunt?
Oh yeah, we have some guys here that they're scalpers. They buy up everything cheap and they sell it on their eBay store. They used to have a physical store, which was a good store, but the prices were so crazy
Yep.
that they didn't sell enough to keep going, right? But there is scalpers here as well, and I like our EV games. We have our GameStop. We have a $5 Friday, right? So last Friday we had a really good sale on. Like I got 13 Marvel Legends and 13 figures in total, Marvel Legends and McFarlane's. So for $5 each, right? So I walked
Yeah.
out spending like 60 something bucks, and yeah, I got 13 figures, and they're almost equivalent to the Ollies, I guess, right? But
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
rarely does that happen. So I went to another one and they had everything bought up. Went to another one and they had everything bought up, right? So we know that within a span of a week or so, they're going to post them for 20 or 30 bucks, and they only
Yep.
pay $5 for
Yep.
them, right?
Yep. Yep. Well, and it's anything too. It's like I noticed that at a toy show a couple weeks ago. It's like I saw raw stuff that was $4, but they got it up at the toy show for 15. And it's like,
Yeah,
man, I know exactly where you got that. It's
it just
not a
pisses people off,
secret, but
man.
it
And
does.
like
It pisses you
everybody
off.
local
Like,
knows what they're doing, and it just
right,
angers people to the point
right.
where nobody wants to buy from them anyway.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah,
why do it?
that's true, man.
Like
And it was like,
myself and my buddy, and well, actually, there's a couple of us, but we may go in and we will buy up whatever is there and then get on our group and say who needs this, who needs this,
mhm, mhm.
because we want to get it for the collectors before the scalpers get it.
Right, right.
So in turn, people might think that we're scalpers. If they don't know us, they might think that,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
just buying to
oh, yeah.
resell, but we're not. We're buying so that the actual collectors will get it before the scalpers.
Well, and that's the part that sucks because it's like even if you're like an army builder, you get labeled a scalper. I know I bought a bunch of stormtroopers at Ollie's one day. I had like
Yeah.
7 people call me a scalper. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I ain't no scalper. I mean, if you watch my channel, you know how much I hate scalpers. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what sucks about it. I
But I
think
mean, if
it's
you
like,
want to buy 15 of a figure,
yeah, that's your prerogative. I mean, dude, yeah,
yeah, that's your choice,
like,
man. Like,
come on. Yeah, I know. It's just the labeling. Okay, so here is a near expert to tell you how to do things when it comes to growing a channel and growing it very quickly.
oh yeah,
I
man
mean,
clicks his
Chris,
views, man, for the past year have been like
ridiculous, just
solid.
flying off
Yeah.
the yeah. I look at him. So I was looking at his subs. I'm like, well, man, he's catching me. He didn't just catch me. He just like went right by me. I mean, he
Yeah.
just. But
Well,
it's his
man, every
consistency.
single video, 2 to 4, 5,000
Yeah.
views, every single video,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So he says I
So,
do the same day, same time. I missed my normal time once, and that video didn't get as many views. YouTube punished me.
yeah.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yep.
But he makes good
Yep.
content. So, like,
Oh
I
yeah.
understand. Some people put out
Obviously.
content and
Yep.
I do
Yep.
not understand it for the life of me.
Yep.
But with man clicks and stuff, like,
Oh yeah.
it's good content, right? And yourself
It-
too. Like, I can
exactly.
actually sit down and watch it. I don't watch it because you're my buddies. I generally think you guys do a good job with it, right?
Right. 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 That's what you like to see is when somebody goes up that quick. Unlike this guy. This guy, But when somebody goes up quick and they earned it and they're a good guy and they got good content,
Yeah.
I think that's just Carlos. I'm messing with you. Carlos is doing a great job too. He really is. On shorts, consistency, I think is harder because you could post shorts every day, same time, maybe get one or two huge numbers and the rest could bomb. Shorts
Yeah.
have to be the right content. That is true too. That is a
Yeah.
good point. They do have to be the right content. It's got to be kind of the in thing. That's kind of where it goes.
And for shorts, pay attention to your analytics too. So
Mhm.
you go in and it shows when all your viewers are online.
Yes.
So your
Yes.
long form content, it's okay because you'll eventually you would hope that your viewers are going to watch it. But with shorts, post your shorts when your viewers are more commonly online.
Yep.
That's what I found with
Exactly.
shorts. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yep. Seriously, I never understood thumbs down. Like, who and why do people do it? Um,
we were talking about that at work the other day.
I don't know, man.
There's no value to that dislike button, none.
No,
So you got
none.
YouTube, or not YouTube, but you have your Facebook Reels and stuff like that. You have what else, TikTok and all that stuff. There's no thumbs down,
Right.
right? It's either
Right.
you like it or
Or,
you swipe.
or you just go to the next video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that
But if
simple.
someone dislikes your video, I would rather for someone leave a comment and say why they dislike my video than a stupid thumbs down. Because I'm
Which
looking at the
is
thumbs down, I'm like, what
uh,
did I do wrong? Why did this
right.
person dislike my video?
That's the thing. It's so like passive aggressive. It's just like, well, Havoc's saying it. So I remember one guy literally commented to me, "You get a thumbs down because you didn't realize a basic WWE figure was brand new." And I was like, "Thanks," but at least he
At least
got
you know why.
why exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, which helps. But the passive aggressive thumbs down for no reason, that just irks me, man. It's like, well, tell me why. The thing is, why didn't you like it? What can I change to make you like it? Is it my
Yeah.
negativity? Is it the way I came across? What is it? I wish YouTube would abolish it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like some people will give you a dislike because they don't like the look of your face.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, your content's cool, but you're butt ugly, man. So you're getting a dislike.
That's right. That's right, man. Oh man.
Well, yeah,
Awesome.
I think YouTube can get rid of the thumbs down.
Well, like you said, Instagram does. Why do we need that?
Yeah,
You
so it's
know,
either you're going to like it, you're going to get a thumbs up, or you're not going to get a thumbs up. 9 chances out of 10, if you don't get a thumbs up, then they don't like your video.
yeah,
You don't need a dislike button,
right, right, right. Dude,
especially for a company that tries to be positive and all this stuff and
exactly, and
inclusive.
inclusive
And
and all that. Yeah.
there's no reason for a thumbs down.
There's no bigger divider in YouTube land than the thumbs down. I mean, come on. Other than the crappy comments, but at least the comments, like you said, you know why. That which helps. So, man, this went
I
by
gotta
fast. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I gotta say, I barely get like anything that really pisses me off. There's people accuse me of having bootleg figures. I think that's the only thing that kind of irks me a little bit. And then I had a comment on Instagram, and man, Clicks always teases me about it. He's like, "Man, just checked out your channel. You definitely pay for subs because you don't have the views to have that many subscribers." That's the only thing that ever pissed me off. And to this day, it's not that it's a sensitive point for me, but it's the only person that really got under my skin
I mean, I get it. Yeah. Don't you have
because
millions of views though?
yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's what I thought.
over 3 million views and eleven
Yeah.
hundred videos in 2.5 years. Like,
Yeah, that makes no sense.
no, it's I don't know,
Yeah. No, I
but
get
I
it,
let
man.
them get to me, and so a bit of advice: don't let people get under your skin.
No, no, don't, because for well, JMC Collects said this to me one time, or he said it in a live stream. He's like, the problem with people in general, content creators, is that you could have 110 likes,
Yeah.
but you get the one dislike. And which one are you going to focus on the
Oh, you're going
most?
to focus on the
You're going to
dislike, right?
focus on the
Well,
dislike,
it's like
right?
negativity. You're going to focus
Yeah.
on negativity and not.
Yep. 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 And
Excuse
it's
me.
like that's not what you want to do. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yukon, if you could change your negative outlook on Hasbro, I think I'd give you more positive shout outs. Well, I speak the truth. It's not negative if it's true.
Like, how many people speak positively about Hasbro?
Right. Only the people that you know who they are that are
If
well,
the
it's
Eternals is your favorite movie and you're a Hasbro fanboy, don't criticize the rest of us, man. Like, I'm
man, we
sorry,
gotta end on
T3.
that because that was epic.
I
that's
think
that's
T
like
T3 is gonna boot me out of his group now.
yeah, me too. That's a mic drop right there, buddy. That's what that is. That's a total mic drop. And we're not going to give T3. You got him. You got him speechless. Oh man, awesome. Good
I
stuff,
have my
man.
moments.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Look at that. An hour and 20 minutes. I didn't even realize it till now. So you went over 20 minutes. But hey, great show, man. Thank you so much for being on.
Oh
Give
man,
us
happy to be
a
here.
really quick one where we can find you, what platforms you're on, and what we can expect in the coming weeks from you with your content.
Uh, I'm everywhere. Everything's plastic. TikTok. Everything's plastic on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. I've been trying to get 300 followers for God knows how long. I can't get a following on Instagram for the life of me. I don't know why. I don't know what I need to do to get a following on Instagram, but I'd like to have 1,000 followers on Instagram. So if you see this, follow me. Yeah. Other than that, man, I don't really know what I'm putting out next. I just kind of look around and whatever I want to open up is what I review. So, but yeah, just
Yeah,
more shorts, possibly a few live streams, and tons of reviews.
nice. Nice, man. Well, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it, man.
Oh
Hope you
man,
had a good time. I
anytime
had
at
a
all.
great time. So, guys, for next week's up in the air. I was gonna have Dre on, but I've had a change of plans, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. So next week, not sure yet. Week after, we are gonna have Zach Jack Dan. Really excited for that, and then week after that, Legacy Nerd. So excited for those two shows coming up. I'll let you guys know what happens next week. Go check out Chris's stuff. Everything's plastic. Does a great job. Go check him out, guys. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. You guys on fire in the chat. Man, we had like 28 people watching. So
Yeah, it's
that's
good.
great
This is
stuff too,
awesome.
man. Love it. So all you guys in chat, thank you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate everybody being here except for T3. So oh man. All right. I gotta go before he starts. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next week.
We're both getting canceled.
Yeah, we are. Later, guys.
See it.